Welcome to Writer's Life, a place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already, punch the like button, tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one single exciting video. Go to vinsandrew.com, to get all the latest thrillers. Also, I am starting to sell books direct from PayHip. Everything is priced less than the normal Amazons and Nooks and stuff like that. So if you want to buy direct, save, be my guest, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I haven't been pushing it that much yet because not everything's on my PayHip site yet. I'm still propagating it. And I would say towards Christmas time, I'm really going to start pushing it, something like that. But I got to find the time to, get all the books up there and all that sort of stuff. But that seems to be the way things are going. Direct to customer sales. Whoever thought it would be old fashioned to be skipping like Amazon and Nook and Kobo and all that, go figure. But I think it's so easy. People have their credit cards attached to Amazon. It's just so easy for them to be like, well, instead of let's just click on one click on Amazon and it's done, right? So it's tough to get people out of that habit, but including myself. Bestseller this month so far is The Remains. Go figure. Second place is The Ashes. How about that? It's almost like the muse is speaking to my buyers too, because I'm 10% done with The Bones already. It's cool because if you've read these, then you'd know what I'm talking about. But her little kid, in the first book, she gets pregnant. And in the second book, her son is 10, 12 years old. Now her son's a young adult and has a baby of his own. Well, not a baby, a 4-year-old. So it's cool. It's goes through these generations and stuff. Anyway, you'll have to read it when it's done. All right, so this video actually is a mulligan from the clusterfuck I did last night, where I just got way too emotional over this pay-to-play thing that's going on with this new company. I can't even remember the name of it anymore, and I don't want to know the name of it. I was spouting off expletives and stuff like that, and that's not professional. I mean, you can do a few, but I wanted to redo this. Well, at the same time, getting my same viewpoint across to you, dear writer. This is more for writers and readers, but okay, so Drafted Digital has partnered up with this new company who claims they will act essentially as your foreign rights agent. It's really what it is. Their tagline is we'll get you in front of foreign rights people. And for that privilege, you have to pay us up front. And one tier for a book or two or something like that is $100. Another tier is $500. Another tier for more books is $1,000. Now I was talking to a good friend of mine, and he was of the opinion well, this could be good, who knows? And I almost went ballistic because I was as you all know, this is a shyster business. It really is. I found out early on from when I got my first check in 1999. This is a shyster business. The publishers, the agents, not my agent though, but most agents, publishers, whoever, marketing team, they will lie to your face and they will smile while they're doing it. And the reason they do that is because everybody wants to be a writer. And on top of that, everybody wants to be a successful writer. And on top of that, some people are under this delusion they're going to be like this famous writer, like Norman Mailer or Truman Capote of yesteryear. That kind of thing doesn't exist anymore. In a way, like everybody's sort of famous, and in their own way. Like I have my own TV show, right? I mean, very few people, compared to what's going on here. Get out of here. Hang on one second. Oh my God, like this security thing is bugging me. Aviva Security or something? Go away, I'm doing a video. Anyway, so everybody gets a little fame in their own little way. Anyway, but this business has always had shysters who bottom feed on or attract bottom feeders. People just dying to get some validation. And so therefore they're willing to part with their money to go with these organizations that really shouldn't be taking their money. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is the golden rule is never, ever, ever, ever pay an agent or a representative, someone claims to be a representative, for pushing your books, or agent for getting you some sort of book deal. Just never pay them. That's a no-no. It's a huge no-no. Now, this organization in particular claims that they're made up of agents and writers and whatever. I don't know. I don't know what. I have no idea. All I saw was it's pay to play. If you pay us, then we'll do this. We'll do X for you. And I'm like, hey, if the way it should work is they accept your book or books, and they say, yeah, we can work with this, and then they make a deal and they get 10%. That's the way it should work. They get paid on the back end. You don't pay them up front. They're liable to just take your money and run. Like once they have your money in their pocket, like what's their incentive? Other than, I guess, maybe their incentive is they want to come across as a very legitimate, useful business. And like I said last night, I've always worked well with Draft to Digital, and I can only assume that they have their reasons for partnering up with these people. And I sent them a note. I'm like, are things that bad though? You got to partner up with a pay to play thing? I haven't heard back. I sent a note to the other company too, and it wasn't too pleasant. I'm not going to hear back from them. But you do what you want to do. You do your own research. I'm not your dad. This is entertainment purposes only. I can't tell you what to do. But I know what I would do in all circumstances. I would never pay a company. I would never pay an agent up front. That's robbery, and it's a no-no. I would never pay a publisher up front because that's vanity publishing. I would never pay for exorbitant developmental ads. That could be robbery too. Just don't ever. It's bad enough we got to pay for ads, right? And I've said before, I try to keep my ad sales to like $100 a month, sometimes 120, sometimes a little less. It depends how the algorithm is and how friendly it's being to me that month. Like the past 3 months have been really good. And then June 1st, things dropped off, which is typical. Which is again why I was previously talking about I'm going to start trading more and more on selling direct. But for now, I got to deal with it. Luckily, I have another book of it towards the end of the month, and that'll increase my revenue. Because don't forget, this is business, and it's not how much you make; it's how much you keep. All right, so I'm not flipping anybody off in this video, and I'm not going to call them you know what's. Okay. You should never ever, little YouTube video podcasting secret for you. Don't make a video after you've had a couple of beers and you're enraged over something. It's the equivalent of like when you were young and you'd like you drunk dial an old girlfriend or something like that, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, what did I do? I used to do that years ago. Now I don't even call them anyway, no matter what condition I'm in. Just not interested. But all right, that's all I got. I hope this was better. I mean, last night's was probably more entertaining, but this is a much more sober look at what's happening over at Draft to Digital and the new foreign rights agenting platform where you need to pay them up front. Decide for yourself, do the research if it's right for you. I would suggest to stay away from it. All right, that's all. That's me. All right, I'll catch you guys. Today's Thursday. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow. And in the meantime, ciao, ciao.